The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. Must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. Huh. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away. Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is the murderer. You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. Alright, let's go press a couple statements to see what he has. Girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. Tell me more about this. She ran away, just like that. Yeah, she did. She saw me and flew the nest like the guilty bird she is. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that pun too hard for someone who only got a third-rate education? Actually, that did take me a few seconds to get. Oh, man. I thought you were a master of puns, Phoenix. How could you not notice that right away? Anyway, if she ran away the instant she saw you, how could you tell it was my client? The witness has already answered that question. He has stated that the defendant is the culprit. That is true. Mr. Wright, I'm striking your question from the record. Huh. How can I get more information out of him? Oh, I thought he was going to take health. Be like, oh, I haven't gotten health taken away from pressing before. At least, usually not. Anyway, after that I immediately called the police station to report the crime. But hadn't you lost your cell phone? Wait, let me read this. Girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. Okay, let me just read everything I have. 6:28. Okay, he died at 6:28. That's his phone, I'm guessing. And then there's his number, names list. Those are the lists of cell phone. I would like to read that, but I can't, apparently, so... Anyway, immediately called the police station to report the crime. Immediately, as in immediately, I mean, sure, a minute might have elapsed before I did, but that's the duty of a good citizen. Or did they not teach you that at your pitiful school? You think people learn about how to call the police in college? Hey, Nick, I think you should take a good look at the court rec for a second. Huh? Oh, is that it? Is that all he said? Must have been 6:45 when I made the call. Time of death, 6:28. So what did you do for 15 minutes? Yeah, I guess that would be an easy one. Yeah, I'll just present this here. Why did it take you 15 minutes to reach the... Well, over 15 minutes to reach the phone? Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So, what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45. This is clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during the 15-minute gap. The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Mr. Wellington. Yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Answer the question. Telephone, I mean... Spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of the Matryoshka doll? I actually don't know what Matryoshka doll. Is that the little doll that has like the smaller doll inside and then the smaller doll? It might be, I don't know. You must think you're really something special. Witness. I lost my cell phone there, are you happy? You lost it? Unbelievable. You lose your glasses, and your cell phone. You must be a very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What? What are you saying? First-rate people are never allowed to lose their things? Have you ever heard that's... Oh, boy, off he goes again. Oh, man, he does that a lot. Like, if I remember, Old Bag only did that a couple times, but he's pulling a record here. Enough. Oh, man, oh, man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone. Nick, that cell phone, could it be? You mean this one Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Let's question further. Mr. Wellington, where's your cell phone right now? Huh. What are you people getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See, here it is. Oh, I see. Huh, looks like he got his phone. And I thought just maybe this was his. They look exactly the same. Well then, I think we've cleared up this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? Wait a minute. If I remember correctly... Not that one. This one? There's phone booth right there. Okay, then. There is something. Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you? You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you? Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present the proof that the witness has no need to search for a public phone booth. This is the right picture, right? Yeah, okay. There we go, present. It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. At the crime scene photo? Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something's wrong with you. No. It's a phone booth. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Order, order. What is reporting the crime a little late proof for you? The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said she was going to return it to him. There's no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. Huh. But if he wasn't looking for a cell phone, was he looking for something else? Was he? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? Okay, so he says he lost his glasses, and we have the glasses there. So, maybe his glasses broke and he couldn't see anything? Or... or he was setting up the crime scene. I'll go with yes, I have an idea. There's only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said that there was only one possibility. Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Oh, it shows how much health you lose. That's interesting. So it's kind of like the little hammers from before, but they just changed it to a life bar. Anyway, what do I want to go with? It might be easier to say the glasses, because those aren't her glasses, they could be his. I want to bet that they're his, if I believe in my client, because she said she didn't lose hers when he died. So possibly the glasses fell, he couldn't see anything. The glasses broke underneath of the body. Yeah, let's go with that for now. Hopefully we're not making too big of a mistake. Mr. Wellington. What? Don't do that. You almost made me have a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Uh-huh. Where did you find? Oh boy, he slipped. His tongue slipped. I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. These glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Order. Now, wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Pierce grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize is that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. Mr. Wright, are you indicating, or, yeah, are you indicating the witness is the real murderer? Of course, that is precisely what I'm doing. Oh man, these new soundtracks are really good. Oh man. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out the cell phone was the key to the case after all. Anyway, now's our chance to Deep Six this guy. Deep Six? I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah. This is so exciting, watching you work again. Somehow, my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Order. Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer. Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we take a look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's the name of the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like me who could read that. Or an idiot like you. Sorry, I was about to say, did he say me? No, he hasn't broken that badly yet. But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed. So basically you were saying that in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But, wouldn't that mean the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would he know her name Maggie or Maggie? That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before this trial. Ah, I forgot. Huh, was there any way that this group could have known Maggie's name beforehand? There was a way. It would be best if I could prove the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? It would be the cell phone, correct? When he called? She got in contact with its owner, but never showed. Yeah, because then she said, she told the person on the other end the name. Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? Well, when you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why how did you... Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with... Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness' cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bride picked up the lost phone in the park. And... she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up, and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded. Order, order. But, Your Honor, the witness has the motive. And your point is? It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone. That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Huh, Mr. Wright, Your Honor? Can you explain what the motive this witness could have had? That is hard. Oh, wait a minute. That could have been the names list. Yeah, there we go. That is why. That has to be it. It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but... Now then, please present to the court the proof that the witness had a motive. Yeah, this is the only thing I can really think of, so... Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are certain members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers. Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group. Oh, what? Con artist? Can you explain these numbers, why these numbers were on your cell phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is worse than a worse crime than murder. You're one of those people. Oh, off he goes again. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want for you is to tell us what this list is about. Do you think any of you, can know what it's like to be a refined man like me? Your Honor, this is unjust badgering of the witness. Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the number of a group of con artists on his phone?